he would. Burn. Who's gonna be? Now, as the title says, this is what we're breaking down. Woodley versus Burns. That's some messed up stuff. We're here in Japan. You see, we're here. It's nice. It's hot as hell, right? It's hot. And I'm drinking this lemon sour. And we got a bunch of commotion going around here. Messed up. Alright, what is up, guys? We're going to be talking about the fights last minute vid again. Chris Gutierrez versus Vince Morales here. I've talked about these fights a bunch of times. Now, Vince Morales, I was actually high on this guy first, but you know what? He's got good striking. His boxing is primarily a boxer, but the thing is, he's really tentative, man. If you look back when he was fighting Song Yadong, and I know people are like, what? That's Song Yadong. He's a beast, this, that, the other. Yes, that's fine, but if you look, when he has his mouthpiece out, Vince Morales is like, oh, you're good. Let me let you put that back in. And even the ref is like, don't freaking do that. What the hell? Keep fighting. So I feel like Chris Gutierrez has the kicks. I mean, he's just... here's the funny thing, because you have a kicker versus a puncher, right? I mean, if you want to break it down simply, right? But Chris Gutierrez, I think, is pretty good with the movement. His hands are always low, which is not good. His boxing defense is not good. So it could play in Vince Morales' hands. And we're talking about a smaller cage. So, I mean, these kind of factors are making me think about Vince Morales. But if I want to tell you my pick is going to be Chris Gutierrez. I think it's almost like a pick 'em, because Vince Morales, he needs to just, like, look, he is susceptible to leg kicks, and I think Chris Gutierrez will be able to get those leg kicks, low kicks out really well. I think he has good kicks to the body, some flashy stuff as well. Has a lot more output. Vince Morales is very tentative, doesn't have as much output. So my pick was Chris Gutierrez. Now, what could happen? Vince Morales maybe could just eat a leg kick, boom, to land a shot to the face, right? So he could get it done like that. I mean, but he just has low output. I think my pick is still Chris Gutierrez. I don't think it's worth a bet, really, to be quite frank with you. This could go either way. It's just going to be a really fun matchup to start off the fight. So I would say just sit back and enjoy it. But my pick for sure is Chris Gutierrez. Like I said, it can either go with, you're going to see Chris Gutierrez landing a decision, piecing him out on the feet, going back. Or Vince Morales is going to be like, nope, land their harder shots, because it does have nice hands. But yeah, my pick is officially going to be Chris Gutierrez. Okay, moving on. Kenney versus Louis Moco. Now, we've all been talking about it, right? I mean, Louis Moco, I think the line is kind of... Look, man, Louis Moco, man, day drinker, right? We all know about that. But I feel bad. He was this guy, he was on a skid. We all know he was on a skid. Left the UFC, came back, had a good win. But like I said, his BJJ is really good, but he's just too happy to get in his guard. He's easily taken down. And on the feet, too, damn, if only he could use his range, or at least his height, in a good way to kind of get out of the shots, get out of the way of the shots, land his own. But not so impressed with the striking so much, and I think that's why Kenney is such a high favorite. Kenney is always undersized, but he's got the good output, that really great judo background, right? So I think he'll be able to take him down. In the clinch, he'll use those judo trips to get Louis Moco down. Louis Moco will be happy to be in the guard. And Kenney, he's a sprawl and brawl. He just has a good output as well, and he hits surprisingly hard, right? He's just a lot of energy. So Kenney, yeah, I think you could put him in a little parlay. Or, like I said, if you're a betting man, if you just want to sprinkle a little, if you want to make those like high risk, high reward bets, you want to sprinkle a little money on Louis Moco, because he could get it done, good submissions. But my pick is Kenney. Yeah, can't go against Kenney in this one, man. Next, going on, Tim Elliott versus Brandon Royval, another interesting one. Here's another one, man. Everyone's talking about Elliott, and that was my pick from the beginning, and it still hasn't changed. Royval, I think, though, I'll tell you what, Brandon Royval has nice crisp hands. He makes his own little sound effect. And even when he misses with the 1-2, he answers with a spinning back elbow, which I really like. In his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, he transitions from sub to sub really nicely. I like it. I just feel like Tim Elliott, though, man, this dude, he's so tough, though. He can get hit in the face. He'll take your shots to land his own. The only thing, he's like kind of doing the Dominic Cruz kind of style, always switching stances, which is hard to prepare for. Brandon Royval himself even said, I mean, who can you get to recreate Tim Elliott's style? I can't really find any trainers to do it. You just kind of got to go in there and just kind of figure him out as you fight. Now, that sounds... Yeah, I understand where he's coming from, but it doesn't necessarily make me feel confident about Royval. I tell you what. Man, Royval. See, Tim Elliott always gets... His defense is so bad, though. he can get hit on the face, which he will, right? He will switch stances. He'll be like switching stance to land. He just, what he does is this. He hands his freaking fist coming from his side, looping over, almost like Dominic Cruz, right? It loops over, doesn't really make contact with the guy. He like a fake, and then hits, and then he does a nice little low kick. So that's nice. That's good. When you're faking a punch, landing a low kick, you got hit in the face. Of course, we all know the best answer to a low kick is a punch in the face, right? So he just does it. It gets redder and redder as the fight goes on, right? Knocking his mullet back. And he could even get submitted because he has his neck out, right? He likes to freaking he likes to get you out with the he likes to get you out with the guillotine, but he can also he's susceptible. He is susceptible to getting guillotined himself. So I mean, Brandon Royval could get it done. He's the underdog here, but I'm just not. I'm siding with Elliott. Like I said, I don't like Elliott's defensive problems, but I think like the experience, the scrappiness, the good wrestling, I think he gets it done. Brandon Royval, maybe just a bit too green. I think he'll kind of grow from this loss, and then he'll become he'll be a good guy in the UFC. I think he's got some good skills. I just feel like Elliott at this point will take it. All right. Moving on, we got Abro versus Jamal Hill, right? Christian Abro. Now this is another one that was kind of controversial. Before I watched tape, I was leaning towards Hill, just from my memory, right? Then I went back and watched tape, and Abro, man, he's a tough dude. You break this guy's nose, smash to one side, he'll still keep going forward. He has power, right? He's obviously on the ground. And Jamal Hill, damn Jamal Hill, man, your takedown defense is horrible. He gets taken down all the time, but he will stand up. And here's the thing, if you get takedown. Now, maybe the judges will score that for you, but if you keep popping up, and Jamal Hill, I like it. His kicks are looking really good. They're really fast with power on them. You can hear him, whop, whop. It's like a whip. Hands are looking pretty good, too. Like I said, his defense, though, is not good. His output is good. Kind of remind me of Gutierrez in a way. It's just that, but I think Jamal Hill looks more like a really good kickboxer. I think Gutierrez kind of had flashes of more like Taekwondo kind of karate style. We all know I love that, but yeah, I think Jamal Hill is nice here. Like I said, defense is bad, and takedown defense really bad. So obviously Abro should be the pick, right? I just feel, and this is my pick. This is my pick. This is what I said before. I'm not changing it. Maybe I'm just being too stubborn, but I watched it and I liked what I'm seeing. I think he'll be able to pick Abro apart. He's a bigger guy. He has the kicks, and they're fast. It's not just the fact that he's not just going for power. He gets him out there, man, really with a lot of whoosh, pep on them, and the punches as well. I just feel like he needs to mind his P's and Q's, because if he gets sloppy, he lets Abro get in there, Abro can land an overhand and take him out, or close the distance. I mean, because if you smash this guy's nose, he's still going to keep going. However, that is a telltale sign. That nose went all the way to the side, man. I mean, just because you overcame it, I mean, I don't want to say it's like Rory McDonald issue where, it's been damaged and then you're just going to, it's going to affect him. Like, once he gets hit, they're like, oh, no. Happened again. It could be a mental thing. Could also be a physical thing. Obviously, no one's got the freaking nose broke. But I think Abro's tough enough to where he won't care. But I'm just saying, my pick is Jamal Hill. I think on the feet, he just has an advantage. And I think he will get taken down, but he pushes on the head really well. Gets up. He always goes to the cage, gets up eventually. And, yeah, that's my pick. Like I said, too much of a favorite for betting, in my opinion, but I'm not going against Hill in this. All right. We're going on Spike Carlisle versus Billy Quarantillo. Damn, man, there's another one, too. And I tell you what, I'm going with my gut. These are my picks from before, and I haven't really changed, have I? I don't think I've changed any picks since after watching tape. I'm trying not to be biased. I was actually looking through tape and thinking, okay, how can I be wrong? Let's see what I was thinking, because, I like to go for a lot of, usually you'll find a good underdog bet. This one could be it. Now, obviously, from a betting perspective, you might want to just stay away, but I'm telling you what, I'm going for Spike over here, man. The crazy, fiery ginger, the freaking Donkey Kong. Billy Quarantillo looks really bad in the first round. He gets dominated when he's trying to fill out the guy, and then he just uses his cardio and his output to chip away to get a decision, right? So, and then when we think, it's an interesting matchup, because in Carlisle, you think he's the exact opposite. This guy's a freaking beast in the first round, right? He'll wrestle you, he'll smash you any way he can. But then after that, he gets slows down. In the second round, he's going to be, start gassing. Right, and this missing weight. Is this gonna benefit Carlisle or not? They make it a catch weight. Tells me shit. Maybe this extra weight. Maybe he didn't have so much pressure. He's not trying to cut, so it could be okay. But maybe it just means he's not. I mean, he looked in good shape as he always does. But we don't know how it's gonna affect him. It could be bad. But my pick is still Carlisle. Like, obviously, you don't want to bet on a guy who has bad cardio. But damn, dude, you want to bet on a guy that's like, okay, he's gonna survive that first round. He will. He'll just survive somehow. Because Billy Quarantillo, he gets dominated in the first round. It's a thing with him. He likes to kind of give you that round just so he can see what you got. Okay, I'll let you take me down. Oh, okay, I'll let you kind of outstrike me. Let me just kind of, let me just try to be careful enough not to get finished. Yeah, play that game against freaking Carlisle. You're playing with fire. You're playing with redhead fire. All right. So my pick is Carlisle. I don't know, man. I could see, like I said, I could see we all know, we've all talked about this, right? If Carlisle doesn't get him out in the first, you're going to see Quarantillo chip away at him. Gassed Carlisle. It's not going to be good. But my pick is Spike. Man, it's a tough one for betting. I'll tell you that much, all right? Not going to bet it, probably. Katlyn Chookagian versus Antonia Shevchenko. We're going over here. So this one, like I said, people are, it's weird. Shevchenko's the favorite, but I'm hearing every time I hear these predictors, they're talking about Chookagian. Everyone's on the damn Chookagian train. And I tell you what, I'm being stubborn. My pick was Shevchenko. I'm not backing down. And now we all know what hasn't been said. Chookagian is going to make this a freaking tennis match going, yeah, screaming, yeah, every time. She's like giving her own sound effects, so it sounds like she's landing more than she is. But Antonia Shevchenko, her sister's going to be screaming every time, yeah, with her own every time she lands, is right? Shevchenko is more of a, she's not as good as sister. She doesn't have the ground game like that, but she has that more pure, quote unquote, pure Muay Thai, right? She's good. She'll catch a kick and trip you with that. She just can't do much with it. Like I saw in that when she fought against Kim, that Korean fighter, she was having the wrist control of Kim was pretty good. So Shevchenko couldn't really do much with it. Landed a couple shots and was like, all right, let's stand it up. So this is more likely going to be a stand-up fight. I think Chookagian she could have maybe the better boxing, and obviously she should have the better ground game, I think. But I'm telling you what, I think Shevchenko at least lands more. I like it, pure Muay Thai. The teep kicks are looking good. She uses her elbows. I'm not saying she's gonna blast through her. This is gonna be, look, let's be honest, guys. It's gonna be, no one's getting knocked down. They're gonna be going back and forth. This is how the judges see it. Maybe Chookagian gets it, but I tell you what, it's not gonna look as bad as when Chookagian lost to the sister. But I think Antonia gets it done. I think she's gonna, I think she's gonna be trying to land a little more. I think she'll have at least. I see her edging out a decision because maybe she had more moments in the fight. Like, at least she's landing more elbow. To see, oh, she landed an elbow that cut her open. Or, oh, she had that teep kick. She kept landing that teep kick on her. Stuff like that. Or maybe she caught a kick of Chookagian's, kind of, tripped her up. Stuff like that. Like I said, not a good bet. Not a good fucking fight for betting. I don't know why people are going on Chookagian. I'm like, the decisionator. It's just like a coin toss. But I'm telling you what, I think Shevchenko's got the edge. That's how I see it, boys and girls. All right. Hannah Cyphers talking. All right, speaking of the next ladies fight again, Hannah Cyphers versus McKenzie Dern. Jeez Louise. Gosh dang it, these odds. I mean, is anyone picking Cyphers, really? Is anyone? We all know McKenzie Dern's going to go in there. She lost weight. I mean, she missed weight last time. Now, this time, I guess she's better after she had her baby and all that. But, like, damn, dude, Cyphers, I mean, she's a nice girl, very tough, farm girl. She's got that, good striking. She's deceptively strong, I think, but man, oh man, she's a very timid girl. Looks like she has anxiety every time she's on the mic, which is fine. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything in the fight, I guess. It just doesn't really make you feel good. And McKenzie Dern's going to be the heavier fighter, and she's going to be, obviously, the ground game. Once it gets to the ground, that's all it is. McKenzie Dern's striking looks really sloppy. She's going to eat a shot, which she has. She has got a good chin. She'll be fine eating some shots from Cyphers. Cyphers not going to put you out. Right? She's eat a couple shots, close distance, and get her out. We could see, I tell you what, guys, we could see a freaking first round submission. But I don't know. Maybe you could put McKenzie Dern in a parlay. But gosh dang it, man. I don't know. Yeah, I feel bad. Cyphers just, I don't see how she can get it. Unless, like I said, unless she was able to stuff the takedowns and just kind of point fight her. If it stays on the feet, of course, Cyphers will have it because she's just crisper. But that's a big if. I'm taking McKenzie Dern. I mean, who isn't, right? Moving on, Roosevelt Roberts versus Brock Weaver. Good Lord. This is another one, man. Gosh, dang it. These odds. Roosevelt Roberts, man. Huge favorite. And we think, I'll be honest with you, people are like, man, do either one of these guys deserve to be in the UFC? But, Roberts got some good striking, I mean, compared to Brock Weaver. And everyone's like, okay, Brock Weaver at those crazy odds. Maybe you could sprinkle a little money. Yeah, dude, if you want to bet like that, sure, go for it. Because you know what? It could make the fight more fun. I'm not trying to be, I'm sorry, maybe that sounded like a little bit, condescending. I didn't mean it that way. I'm being honest with you. If you want to sprinkle a little money just to make the fights more fun for you, maybe you get a big payout. That's just a high risk, high reward. Because Brock Weaver, man, we all know how he looked in the fight. He just got the contract because I thought it was cool. He had the Native American story going on. You know, like, that's cool, right? He's Native American. He seems like a savage, like, quote unquote. Okay, I'm talking about like as a fighter. Like, he's just like, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna kill someone. Someone's gonna die. But man, he's been looking lackluster. He has good boxing apparently. Like his hands, I'm sure he's got good power too, like a brawler. But that's when you see him training and hitting the mitts. I'm talking about in the cage. And the cage doesn't use it well. He only won because he got freaking kneed. I'm sure he did. Now he has a good attitude at least on his loss. He says, you know what, I lost that fight. Like I lost it. Like he's not happy to just go out, get a win like that. So I think he has that warrior in him. That's good. I like to hear that. But did he learn from that loss? Can he make any improvements? And they were getting heated at those freaking stare-offs, which could hurt Roberts. Maybe he gets too aggressive. But Roberts, man, he just seems like the altogether better striker. I think he'll be the one landing more. I think Brock Weaver just looked really bad. I cannot go against Roberts in this. You could put Roberts in a parlay, but I don't know. I think it's risky, man. I think both of these guys need to work on their game. But Roberts definitely I got to take this, man. Roberts got to beat him. Daniel Rodriguez versus Gabriel Green. Gabriel Green is a freaking 4-day notice. Tough guy. Little tape on him. Rodriguez looking good. Like, Rodriguez is a solid guy. Even against taller fighters, he's good. Like, he lands the low kick really well. He'll kind of be out. He'll have output. He doesn't always necessarily land really hard with the punches. But, yeah, he's just very active. Landing the low kick well. He mostly wants to land. Like, he just wants to really box you up. He'll just go for that. He'll kind of jab you. And, tough guy. The kicks, I mean, like I said, he tried not looking so flexible with the kicks. I think he's really good at the low kick though. He's very fast with it. I gotta get Rodriguez the edge here. He's prepared. He's a tough guy. Gabriel Green coming on 4 days notice. I just go watch their tape. Go try to watch some of their previous fights on YouTube. It's not. I mean, if they both had time. If they had adequate time to train, I mean, if they both had equal time, right? Gabriel Green's coming 4-day notice. I don't know. I got to take Rodriguez in this, guys. All right? Boom, the co-main. What a crazy one. Look at that. Blagoy Ivanov versus Augusto Sakai. Now, a lot of people are going for Ivanov. Ivanov is a really tough dude. Always kind of undersized in the heavyweight division. He either kind of loses a decision or gets a decision. He also, at weigh-ins, always looks... weigh-ins, and also, more so in the stare-down, he always looks like he doesn't want to be there. He looks like he just... I've said this before, it's a dumb joke, but he looks like he's lost at the airport. He's like, what gate is it? Where am I? He just doesn't want to be there. Against Black Beast, he's like, oh, geez, man, you're going to look at me? Are we going to put our hands up? I don't want to do that. Oh, please, I don't want to do the stare down. Very timid guy, very tough. I mean, he's got that scar on his stomach, right there near his, like almost just below his ribs, where he's going to start having a damn club. Really tough guy. Really nice guy, seems like, but, I mean... You just kind of have to bet on him getting it. Augusto Sakai has more pressure in the first round, but maybe he'll kind of tire out. And that's why I think some people are going with Ivanov. Because maybe they think, he'll outlast him kind of point. But, he'll just get the judge's nod. But damn it, man, this is not a good bet this is not a good fight for betting. It's two heavyweights. Mostly going to go decision. This is a pick 'em. But I'm going for Sakai. That's my pick. Okay? Yeah, man. I'm going for Sakai. I mean... I think he'll have more moments in the fight that'll actually get the nod. But like I said, it's a pick 'em, and the odds reflected it, at least last time I checked. Not gonna bet this fight though, and I suggest you to not do that too. And with that, we are on the final fight, the main one: Tyron Woodley versus Gilbert Burns. I'm not changing my pick. I tell you what, everyone's like, "What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna pick?" Right? I've been very vocal about this. Look, dude, Gilbert Burns, man, he's got heavy hands. We all know this. He got heavy hands, striking look good. He's on this nice win streak, more active fighter. I mean, we all know he has great BJJ, right? Tyron Woodley, man, coming off his layoff after you got freaking dominated by Usman. You're freaking 38 years old now. You're rapping, you're on TMZ, all that stuff. People want to say, are you focused? He looked good at weigh-ins. He looked skinny, people said, but he always looks like that. And he balloons back up in the cage after he's rehydrated. He looked fine. Tyron Woodley, on paper, if you want to say who on paper, if Tyron Woodley shows up, there's a big if he shows up, I think he takes it, man. You're talking about power. Dude, Gilbert Burns ain't going to be sitting there. He's going to, I'll tell you what, it's kind of like this. It's like if you go watch which I know there's factors at play there which you don't want to take into consideration. Maybe Kevin Gastelum was sick, but Kevin Gastelum versus Tyron Woodley, it's going to look like. I think, which is in a way not really good because, like, I mean, Tyron Woodley, they were getting booed all throughout that fight, but Tyron Woodley did enough where you could tell he wasn't really getting landed on enough. He wouldn't eat too many shots. He was very patient, didn't throw enough output, but the ones he did hurt him, right? He's good at stuffing takedowns. He was the one that landing the bit heavier shots. That's why he got the nut, right? And so I feel like he would get a decision against Burns. I think Gil Burns, I don't think he's going to be submitting Woodley. I mean, Woodley has a black belt himself in BJJ. Actually, it's funny because I think it looked like he was awarded that black belt in that Gastelum fight. What the heck? The coaches gave it to him. He's like, oh my God, all emotional. But yeah, we talking about heavier handed. Woodley's got that crazy power, that one shot KO. Power, right? But he doesn't, use it very well. He's just so sparing with it. We all know his game. He wants to lull you in a false sense of security. Boom, crack you with it. And then once you do get cracked, he will rain down on you. But I don't see Gilbert Burns, if they get in a firefight, a dogfight, I mean, I don't see him really hurting. He could, but I don't see him knocking out Tyrone. I think he'll weather the storm, and then Tyrone will hurt Burns a bit. I don't think he'll get submitted. On paper, I got to give this to Tyron Woodley. Really tough bet. I can't believe how much of a favorite he is, but I think it's because he seems motivated, and Gilbert Burns is a beast, absolutely. But man, I'm signed with Woodley in this. But I wouldn't. Hey, for a division, it'd be great to get some young blood in there. What a crazy thing if freaking Gilbert got it right, just dethroned him. But on paper, I gotta go with Tyron Woodley. That was my pick before, pick after reviewing tape. And that's my pick, man. Maybe it goes. Like I said, I'm not judging anyone going for Burns. Go either way. But on paper, I gotta say Woodley's got it, and that's my picks, bros. Good luck, everyone. They're betting if you are a betting man. If not, enjoy the fights, and yeah, let's get it done.